I've been asked from one of our subscribers to demonstrate some innovative batting drills or drills that you can use for warm-ups before the start of a session or at home. So the first drill I'm going to show you is just a batting drill that I like to develop hand speed with, and I place a little weight on the back of the bat and I strap it up tightly with some elastic. So I'll give you a demonstration. You can get your players before they enter their net sessions just to do some shadow rehearsals there. Alright, just feeling that extra bit of weight. It's great for developing good tempo with the hands as well, and yeah, you can also get in there, and because it's elastic you can actually face the live ball with this and you can develop great hand speed. The next drill, which I find is really useful, is to use a resistance band, and if you don't have access to a resistance band you may find a piece of elastic or an old bike tyre, a tube that you can use, and just get in between the band there, just wrap it around your knees. Just pull out the resistance, okay, and of course when you're training at the nets there's always some nets that you can use. Alright, and we're just going to engage our weight into a striking position, so we're going to lead with the head and front shoulder, commit that top half, and you'll see the resistance there around the legs. So it just makes it a little bit tougher, but it just really encourages you to get your weight in the right place and lead perfectly with the top half of your body. Alright, so perfect there. You can also get a teammate in with some balls, or as a coach you can just feed some drop drives and you can just get some drop drives going, alright, but that works beautifully. So the next drill that I like to do is to develop good footwork and weight engagement, and place some ankle weights around the ankles. Okay, you'll also have something around the house that you can use to suffice, and these 3 pink discs here. I'm just going to do some shadow rehearsals, so I'll start with the on drive, okay, and you'll see here the ankle weights just make it a little bit harder, and an off drive, and I like to get my base ball of the foot on that disc, because it just encourages me to feel that weight going through the front leg and through the toes, and I feel it on the sponge there. So it's a very helpful drill. Then we'll move back and we'll just do a little bit of advancing. Okay, so a little bit harder with the ankle weights, but again that develops good footwork and develops great understanding of how to lead your body weight into a committed and stable striking position. Another drill I find very useful, especially for players who are struggling with their back lift or their hands maybe pushing away from the body too far and causing all sorts of problems when commencing the downswing, is to use a tennis ball and place it between the elbow and the body, and just lock it in there, and I'll show you from side on there. So it just sits in there, alright, and we get the players to just stand there and practice cocking their wrist and loading up the back lift. Alright, and you'll see the ball stays in there. Now of course when they execute the fault where the hands push too far away from the body, you'll see the ball of course falls out. So just simply getting your players there with a tennis ball, maybe just spend 5 minutes before practice, okay, and just practice doing their back lift, and you'll generally find that the tennis ball creates some new habits. And lastly, another innovative drill you can do is to find a half stump or a stick, a rod, something that will suffice, and just tape it to your forearm. Okay, and you'll see here in my stance, alright, as I engage my weight to a committed striking position, you'll see my forearm is 90 degrees there, close to my body, and the stump will be pointing to where I want to hit the ball. So getting in front of a mirror and doing this gives you some fantastic visual feedback. Okay, and I'll just do an on drive there, of course you can see there, and then downswing, through we go. Alright, straight drive, there's the stump pointing to the intended target, straight down and through. Alright, and then again, just pausing in that position just to become familiar with a fantastic stable striking position. The forearm is with the shoulders there, stump pointing to the target, downswing, through we go. Okay, so that just takes it to another level, but getting in front of the mirror or doing some videoing and just having a look at the alignment of the stump there can give you some great reinforcement that your back lift and your downswing is working effectively. So in my opinion, cricket's about doing the basics very well, and of course we don't want to overcomplicate our training, we do want to keep it very simple, but the innovative batting drills that I've demonstrated there can be very helpful, useful, and also can be a way to grab the enthusiasm of your players if they've been doing the same things all the time. Just a little 5 minutes before training with something different is quite interesting.